Today's spotlight focuses on the 35-ton flame-spewing light BattleMech, the Firestarter. Manufactured by Argyle Technologies, which was located in the Lahmian Commonwealth, this version of the Firestarter we're looking at today debuted in 2703 and would arguably be the most popular variant, the Firestarter FS9-H. From its introduction in the early 2700s to its use in the American Civil War in 2776, the Firestarter would see service in every great house, burninating light infantry and light vehicles.
Now it needs a name. How about Trogdors, the Burninator? Oh yeah.
While doing the research on the Firestarter for this episode, I quickly became horrified by the combat strategy that came out of its development. While I knew of the practice in-game to set fire to hexes in classic BattleTech, the Firestarter would set forest fires off in an effort to help defend itself against larger and heavier foes. Just think of the poor animals that are displaced. Think of the squirrels.
Wow, what a waste. The poor children.
While I find this tactic actually pretty smart, I don't think I'd ever be able to implement it in a game based on morality issues. Now, before y'all kill me in the comments section below, I think one's morality can and could come into play when you play social games like this. I think it really comes down to, do you really view the game as a game? Or do you have like this sense of honor, this code of honor that you adhere to when you play? Like, when I play Civilization, I kind of think of all the poor people in a city when I'm laying siege to it, or when I'm playing like Flames of War, when a whole infantry stand gets wiped, I go, man, that was 5 dudes that just got killed. That goes through my mind, and I don't know if I'm the only person, and I'm just kind of curious if I'm the only nutjob out there that thinks like this. I kind of think of the ramifications of my actions in these games, and I don't know. I think it's maybe I'm just odd. Well, according to lore, and squirrels be damned, this strategy was employed and does indeed work, increasing the heat of heavier mechs when those mechs enter those on fire tiles. And with the Firestarter being equipped with jump jets, it allows the mech warrior inside to perform more tactical maneuvers and allowing for quicker escapes. Due to the specialized nature of the Firestarter, seeing lances deployed of the mech are really uncommon. And the typical strategy would be Step 1, deploy the Firestarter. Step 2, enjoy the barbecue. The standard Firestarter FS9-H is equipped with 4 flamers, 2 medium lasers, 2 machine guns, and 10 heat sinks to help not fry the mech warrior inside. You gotta stay cool inside the cockpit in order to turn up the heat on your competition. In classic BattleTech, you're looking at a walk cycle of 6, run of 9, and jump of 6. There's not much more to say here, but it is obvious that your damage potential is very, very low against bigger targets. Now infantry, well, it's going to get a little uncomfortable for them against a Firestarter. I hope they're wearing flame retardant suits. In Alpha Strike, the Firestarter is a tad bit more useful in everyday games. While it isn't going to break records or go on a massive mech killing spree, it can still contribute in game. With the ability to do 2 damage, which turns into 3 damage if you get behind your foe, it could be a deciding factor in the game. Plus, with the 12-inch jump movement, makes life a lot easier for Firestarter's mech jockey. And of course, the Firestarter is available to play in Mech Warrior Online, and as one of the oldest designs in the game, it's obvious that it cannot hold its own against more modern contemporaries, but it's still fun as hell to play with. If you'd like to know more about the Firestarter, check out Technical Readout Succession Wars and Record Sheet Succession Wars. So do you play with the Firestarter? And if you do you have any awesome war stories to tell with it? If so, share it below in the comments. I'd love to hear them.